Okay, abusia, aye John Dramani Mahama, aye ne reset of aye ye judicial system no. Abusia, John Dramani Mahama, asha asia enye asam ketu akra. Na aye John Dramani Mahama a nominate aye seven justice to the Supreme Court of Ghana. Eno NHS letter no na ya project ato ye screen no enche na abusia enye asam ketu akra nti no CCR were appointed 7 new judges into a year Supreme Court of Ghana. Abusia omudin no ena eda ye screen ne so no ni nyina ewo letter ni mu a eno ne breaking news a abusia yede ebrema enye asam ketu akra. Nomination of justice to the Supreme Court of Ghana, a year signed by a year Celestus Mahama, POG secretary to the president. Omo NHS omo de info yaba enye asam keto akra. Yes, momre no Kevin Taylor enso ababe true hot fire on NPP amanyoku na omo nyuma bia omo di a ohwa ensem fata eno so eto aso a yenso yede bremo yebeda masese mo je pene eba POG Media so big T breaking news a yede bremo beda mase.
Mami you I said press 333. Press 0 38.2. Now one story wing. And I want to start playing some videos. MPP Negu. Now, you say MPP for thank you Tor. Now, thank you Tor no mokono. In Sembe Bresi, ya bona na bi asum. Ya shena asum ne kaka ne seba ku yiye. And the onamana sa wa shene num. Yes. Anytime na be no more interview no TV so much here. Hello, hima. As na na dey see ocho bibi ensu ye boko asawa hye de num. You gonna slap pepraw. So ejimi kakra. Jimi abon slap ohu de onye. Oyima bibi ensu o. Mbobo na Dr. Bawumia kede de pompo oko eyi. Oko eyi kwase ya hwe de slap ma. Jimi de jimi abete. Now, bebre sisi mumia dwedwam. Mahmudu Bawumia kan se bi me ka kire mo ha se party no. What they are doing now, you say, I'm a person party no by force. Not Omode Bawumia ba as flag bearer. Me, I don't care. Nipa Omubeyin is a flag bearer. MPP Bawumia ba they'll drop to 24%. Canada Japan cannot cross 24%. He will linger around 14% because mentally he's not stable. And between Bawumia and Kennedy, Obiani will be cross 24%. So I don't care who they elect as their flag bearer. At that point, I don't care. But then you say you know party, they are sacrificing ya bri emojeni. Na nipa bi pesa omo dada nipa bi etieti omo fa ahodie so. Eno na hame. Eno na mitia na emebufu. Efisa me da ho ya MPP ni. Obi anim say me card bearer member of the NPP. Enti mint na ho e ma nipa kuo bi entieti nipa bi fa ahodie so ense mu sika in the name say e was by force Bawumia na ekobiem no konya 24%. No. Anything that they be metna me say as much as I don't like the NPP amiami free mobile no, I am also not going to allow some people to use a small power they have to suppress a ebinum. And what I am seeing is Kennedy camp no, they are being suppressed. Bawumia mo emiamu kon. Even though they are all not going to cross the 24%, you know, their LCO LPP mono air time. Kennedy 14, Bawumia 24 in 2028. That's where they are going to be. Now, Bawumia can send me. Bawumia said, Akuffo contested for the first time in 1996. Tia 70 years. When I bet you say Bawumia Jimmy, with all due respect, Obekasi will be didn't pay for Bawumia, Manisi Suminaso, by Kakrawum. Akuffo contested for the first time in 1996, securing 39%, more than 41.7% garnered. Many said he shouldn't contest again, but he stood in 2001. If we could cross 50% in 2000 after 39% in 1996, I believe we can cross 50% from 41.7% in 2028. PZ for Maminche Chim Namo Mbodo Montebrofo. Yetubu Fusona Mubufu. Moi, more PZ Mubina Monum Red and Adu Munyai. The Bawumia Kenyan and say, oh, 1996 J.A. Akuffo or the first time of contest here. Or contest here and J.A. Akuffo 39%. And a man for car say, oh, J.A. Akuffo on your day, and come on in contest bium. And then so J.A. Akuffo Saba bium ever contest here 2000 and a 39 or move call a 50%. Inti same Bawumia menya 38.2%. I am first time. Then a chira say most of the miko biema menya den minya 50%. Now remember, Mahmoud Bawumia why flag bearer for 8 years. Mahmoud Bawumia why vice president, technically president for 8 years. Technically, Mahmoud Bawumia will lead the MPP for 16 years. J.A. Akuffo in 1996, time of all contested first and second. Now Obie Akuffo governance that. So people were thinking say Akuffo was smart. People were thinking say Akuffo was coming to do something extraordinary. And in 1996 when you know, people still thought to say he's smart. So let us give him a nod in 2000. Because at that point, you know, na Ghana bia near nim se Akuffo beji Ghana sika ko Togo da tunu kom say 50 cents India ni beka. Na ye nim se Akuffo oba be si tiefi. Na ye nim se Akuffo ontumi pon sika jetia. Na ye nim se Akuffo ontumi insi school ba ko na brabom. Na ye nim se Akuffo a oba be di president no. Akuffo eye cocaine ena sebio obeji atena so. Na Ghana fo nim. Into Akuffo ba 1996. Na ye nim ye hu na binder. In 2000, we thought Akuffo was intelligent. And it's a majority of Ghanaians thought, say, let us do what? Let us test Akuffo in 2000. That is why you saw the number Akuffo got in 2000. Now, who Mahmoud Bawumia? 2012. 2012. You were around. 2008. You were around. 2012. You were around. 2016, you were around. 2024, you were around. In fact, 16 years of Sedam Mekano, 8 years you were president. We saw your best. You delivered your best. All the incantations and the economic gymnastics, we saw everything that you put on the table. You led the economic management team for 8 years. The dollar moved from 3.8 to 16.2. Under your leadership, inflation jumped all the way to 56. It was you under your leadership and the level of corruption. It was under your leadership and a Bank of Ghana a bought 60 billion. It was under your leadership and the highest levels of unemployment. So we have seen you work before. We have seen you lead delegation to World Bank, IMF. We have seen you manage our economy for 16, technically 8 years. So why are you doing this comparison? Actually, will be a way Jimmy and opportunity we are dadano. Because J.A. Akuffo near who na binder. What do you know? And the over Ghana politics moi. Obi a way deep power chepa and the Ghana politics our MPP Bawumia. Who got a opportunity to be a flag bearer twice and be a vice president twice. 16 years. You are still telling us to say, economic risk kid. Into this statement, don't make it anywhere again. Men yes, statement, Ushia Abronye, chairman to me, Pentium 2, General Secretary, no, JFK. Any chairman now, so a busmo, say you share Sunogun won't to me Casano. Say, give me for a wish your manoki Casan, some way, no. Nagana for Bajumba to say, and some question, some way, and ye bibiao. You are a liar, you are a terrible liar. Your analogy does not make sense. The way you put things together does not really make sense. Because if you are telling me 1996, Akuffo buy and Akuffo 31 and 2000, Akuffo winning 97 Akuffo ni president that near no ni vice president crowd. Near nim nyansa that it's near use on nyansa. And in 2000 nya power no. It's also the different from Akuffo kra because Akuffo time about 1996 no. Senanko the vice president to pay and Ghana would have looked at him with a different eye. But so far no, near who Akuffo krono because wabokrono were them. Near Nims Akuffo obedi hine no obedi president. Near Nims Akuffo krono na no obebo near who be. And it's a man to me 2000. So you cannot make those in comparison. You have been there for 16 years. God for oil, yetia. Yanti Akroma na ono yire. Samira Bawumia. En kwasiade amoye na Ghana hayenhu. So shut up, my friend. Pe baby na fa otusi. Na pe once na biwe. Na Kenyansa sembi na nipantie. Sa comedy concert way playing on the emotions of MPP for no. It is not going to go anywhere because we have matured. We are not in the past for you to come and do this comedy thing. And that be no more. Yes, or your talk matters. What boy with them? Still you hear paluta. When you see a refi, more bodam. And then Java would be a zero. A Jimmy for when you see a refi. Yeah, I bet you know your home to say ukura. Mummy and you now the next in the Bawumia Kasaya, or Saday. Addo papa bia menya onyaye seke first adwum ye nyina nim so onyaye seke MPP fo nkwa du bebia tia onyaye emi say hey MPP mo hwe ne o ade de show ye onyaye seke nkofo di atam ye ne ejim ye ne abenkuma. Now 2024 election, our own members attacked the party and the NDC played them back against us. Bawumia boa chi mameka binchiramo. You see the Michael Quay report no. They deliberately made Bawumia study the report. And part of the report no matramano. And you see, the people who are handling Bawumia, they are daft. Michael Quay report no. And strategically, share report him and part nibi. And Bawumia baby, say thank you to. No. The idea behind the thank you to is for Bawumia to address the Michael Quay report, the part that will make his part of the story better than anyone else. Enti omunya abutre no de mano. And the boys no everyday ye. And omuka say boss, udru baby say aka we the menka. So that at the end of the day no, it will look like Bawumia is going on a thank you tour for the party, but indirectly Bawumia is cleaning his ass. It is a study Bawumia statement or make you out on this one. You can see clearly say we're reading reports no any actual points na mano and what he's doing in the say Odru baby na de ebeboa the campaign in the future no de ebeboa destabilize any opponent Kennedy Japan no na wakoka. Now Bawumia say the mom lose election e bin in say 2024 no NDC for me komeka ho NDC for AUZ omo party move for in some omo kan against you omo Bawumia boa. 99% of the voices MPP NDC for boy against the NDC in 2024 election. 99% na Bawumia statement. I have a whole 5 gig hard drive. Bawumia nkwa insem. 5 gig. Myself and my team, we have a hard drive, 5 gig hard drive. Mahamudu Bawumia. Bawumia nkwansem. For Bawumia to even turn around to tell you, say, now I want to ask, when you're born the voice, Canada Japan, then some saying okay. When Canada Japan, ne damne baya no okay can insema, no one can say him say, nyansenim. He was just going on his own trail. Canada Japan started kind of bottom some the latter part of the elections. Canada Japan in some kind of say a key impact against the NPP was just 3%. Canada Japan ne damu ba no sanle socks get no and an okay some but majority of the videos from 2016, 2014, 2013, 2012 we went all the way back to 2010. Eme kopeke wo Mahamudu Bawumia with statement. And the butcher Ghana for say, oh, you're true for. So how can you turn around today and tell Ghana for say the NDC used or party members statement, party members bang. Party member Ben Oba Omiabetuma Boni din say, Sasi Mesuwe the statement no affect MPP campaign, but it is you. 99.9% of the statement Ghanaians. Anyone say one kind of correct. MPP nya party or some trouble. It was you, your statement. Atra would in opposition and in government. Into this statement clearly tells you, say, The guy is not ready to accept to say, oh, you're true for, and it is his mistakes. And you no, the mistakes, deliberate mistakes are out of greed. And then, of course, the party, the downfall. Can Japan play the role in the destruction of the NPP? Nobody can say no. Can Japan role was about 30%. But Mahamudu Bawumia played about 70%. But we crack 80% of the destruction of the NPP government in losing the elections. In Nipa, now of course the problem no. The same Machiavellian tactics. What cause the problem no? What I don't know why we say when cause the problem no. Mahamudu Bawumia and Kennedy. Bawumia especially is about on the cause about 70% of the problem at my NPP co-position. Because one, Mahamudu Bawumia lied throughout from the day of joining NPP, everything there, and he's still lying. Mahamudu Bawumia is still lying. So for Bawumia to even have that courage to stand before a Ghana for to tell us to say, I a candidate Japan monster momukaye and a mamu lose election. I was say MPP Nibia Bufu. That statement or this statement we are talking about, it was directed to candidate Japan from Bawumia. But let's look at Bawumia and Samni Kennedy in some. Kennedy got more mad at the latter part of the elections, of the campaign. It's Bawumia should shut up. Now, when you listen to Bawumia, he is still not ready. He is still not willing to do what? To accept to say he played a major role in the defeats. Now listen to him. He's still blaming people.
All the studies are so far. The big issues are one, cost of living. Niema bo e kosoro ahochiri e bai. The kanu eye adia yefreno arrogance of power. Express yasu na eyeti. Yasu edi yentie asem. Party for country say yenye reshuffle. And yes, 8 years yantie. And yes, party for country say yempe e-levy. E-levy no ebe haging. The person yansa party for country say haircut no. Debt restructure, no DDEP. Say what in answer? Say, sad debt restructure, no. A bit hard because most of them are pensioners. And from a penny announced said there will be no haircut. Some of them. Ghana for in ING. But a buyer, no, you pay a haircut. We so share a buy. Yentua napco biom na yentua afforestation for biom ketre so yentua na also share regions bebree said the general secretary kan your votes no dodo no wo ho no ya nye ntuma bebree wo ho western region said the kan no ukojo mora uko evaluate jura uko mpo ho so many places, yeah, a problem. Market set into me, Shaban, yeah. So the problems that is just Western region. Ocean, na NPP, na kotu aban, na nkabomno, na enihopapa. And yes, na Yakasa against each other. Na NDC airport radio TV towards the 2-3 weeks to the election. So now only campaign but playing our own language back to us. Etina he has said yeah campaign
Sir, if this is the first time Obi 8 eye Bawumia, Obeka say we or a constituency chairman and I say constituency beza. Because in some of our canon, this is something a constituency secretary eneka. Now the man you just heard was vice president for 8 years. He was in charge of the economic management team. 8 years. This man sat through every cabinet meeting. One cry. Where in Ghana for the 8 years, Obi who say Bawumia has spoken.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so John Dramani Mahama and appoint 7 new judges to a year Supreme Court enye izekura reset no ashase bio ewo judicial system after say ye suspended Chief Justice no abusia brama say moje pene kokotiza audio we edemai POG Media so brama say